Here I am back again doing a part 2 test. Now you're going to get to see my face in this one because I'm uncovering my mirror that I have to have. This is where I'm going to show you how this cuts and how it embosses with folders and dies. Okay? With a folder, I'm going to tell you you need my box file. This is where I keep my folders. And with folders, you only need to run them through once. And I'm going to use this one because I like it. I like the one with the birds I've got too. And I may use it also. But right now, I'm just going to show this one. This one here tells me what I need to do. I need to take this and this. And we'll put this down. And put it onto here. I know you can't see it, but there's no way for me to move my camera to where you can. But you'll see it come out. So that's what's going to work, right? And believe me, there's enough pressure on this to where you do not have to run it through. Back again, huh? This is the part 2, and where I went and got my things so that I could. And you do not have to run it through twice, but there it is. That not make a cool little thing there. Okay. I have one that I like also that is birds. And I got lucky. I found a cigar box to keep these in. I have hearts and ABCs and 1, 2, 3s and birds. I really like my birds. Everybody seems to like my birds, actually. So I'm going to make one with birds. Y'all like birds? And see, this is where it's fun to bring it back to show what you do with what you started. So. This is quite a large folder. It's almost like a 5x7 size. So these sheets will not cover the entire folder, what I'm working with. Cheryl, I thought you were going to take a nap, sweetie. Did you change your mind? I figured if I was going to get this done today, I had to get started because it is thundering severely outside. And what I do, and there's my bird. Trying to keep the light from hitting it, but that's the light that's over my head, and if I don't turn it on, it's dark in here. But there's my bird. And he's quite lovely. He would make a really lovely journal cover plate. Don't you think so? I'm glad to hear it. Janet, you want to make a journal and put this on the cover? Or on a page? How about, yes, how about one of those? Let's try it. How about you, Cheryl? to make a journal and put one on your page. I kind of like those gears, right? And I really love the bird. It is such a pretty thing. Let me see if I can get everything together. And I know that you always put your dies face down on here. I do that because whatever side is up is the side that's going to be showing. So if I flipped it over, it'd be the wrong side. It wouldn't be embossed on it. So I want the embossing flipped up. So I have to find what I need. I moved so much of stuff around, moving my craft room around, see? And now I can't find nothing. I know y'all think I'm crazy, right? Getting on here in the middle of a thunderstorm. But it sure is. I'm trying to distract myself because it's kind of scary outside. But we're under a tornado watch and all that. So if I all of a sudden just go without saying goodbye, please don't be upset with me over it. I appreciate all of y'all being here. Yes, it's leaving here and coming to y'all. I know. So, all right. All right. So, what I'm going to do now, I want to show you my butterfly. I have this butterfly. And I think that he's going to be a lovely butterfly. No. My butterfly sliding on me. We don't want him to slide off the aluminum, do we? And you run him through. And I'll run him back through. And I'll show him to you when I get him out. Because I like to run him through a couple of times. There's that. And it cuts really well. And ta-da! A butterfly. What do y'all think? Ooh, I like shepherd's pie. That hasn't happened yet. Well, my husband is in there in the bed napping. So I'm in here in my craft room, and see, when I get through, I can cut that and make it into a stencil. And I have a virtually indestructible stencil here. It won't get wet and mess it up or anything, and I can wash it and all that stuff. So I really like that, don't y'all? Then this right here, it could be on a journal page. You could actually, what I would probably do, since it is aluminum, I would probably go ahead and, excuse me, y'all. This brother's getting to me. I would probably go on ahead and I would take something and what do you call that? Well, what do you call them? Brads. I'd probably put that on with brads. Is what I would probably do. I'll show you my stars. I got some stars too. I love these little aluminum stars, don't you? I think they're really cute. Let me get them up here so I can see them a little better. Sorry about getting out of range. Okay. But these stars, let me show you this too, is each one is actually 2-in-1 stars. You've got the outer star plus the inner star. So each star is 2 stars. So what do y'all think so far? Very nice of y'all to come back and talk to me. So, what is a solder light lantern? Never heard of it. Tell me more. I'm a nosy person. You start something, so you got to finish it, right? Anyway, that's what I'm doing with my pieces. I've got several more cans I need to cut, but I haven't cut them yet. I just wanted to come back and show you what I was talking about doing. I have several dies. I have a book with dies in them. You want to see it? Let me put this down and I'll set it up here and show you how I keep my dies. Part of them anyway. This book is almost entirely full. I need to find me another book. That's what I need. But I lucked out on finding this one. This is a photograph book, see? And it has the 4x6 pages. And I just put my dies into them. And these are those girls, what do you call them? Gorgeous girls. I got 3 of those. And this is bows on this side right here. These are bows. Let me stick this one back in here where it belongs, before I forget where it belongs. And what I like is I can show you. This is the Amazon faces. Have y'all ever seen Amazon faces in a die cut before? I hadn't. Then I have a ballerina. I have a wreath, and I have several dies. So, y'all need any die cuts? I can cut them. I enjoy it too. I really do. I enjoy cutting dies. This is a edging for a card. That makes a really pretty edging on a card. It really does. I'm going to have to make a card and send you each one just for thank you for coming in my first lives. Yes. And put your little candle in it. It can be regular or battery operated, whatever. I have, this is different flowers. This one is a bird cage and a tree. This one is a rose. And I have the rose and 2 pine cone to make. And I have several of the flowers. This is lock and keys. So they came out really good when I cut with those. If you need locks and keys, that is. Yeah. I could see using the mini fairy lights in them. That would be really pretty. Then I have the Holtz Weeds. These are weeds. Only Tim Holtz can make weeds and somebody buy them, right? Yeah, me. Exactly. But they are really cute weeds. Okay. I have a couple of different dies for mason jars. I have the small set of tags, as well as I have a large set of tags that will make the 8-inch tags. Yes, I'm going to make you some sunflowers, Janet, and send them to you. I hope it's okay. Then I have a cross. Oh, and the coffee. Don't forget the coffee. The alphabet. I have the alphabet. I have these small doilies. I really like the doilies that these make. And they're just the right size to make some cute little embellishments with. Like the center of them, you could put a word in the center of them because they're perfect for that. This window, once it's cut, it will open here in the center. It opens out. Plus, this will open up like it's going up like a window. This is a background for a card. I think that would be a really cute thing to cut right there and make a stencil or a something to use on your jelly plate or something like that. Yeah, Timmy gets into the weeds. And my leaves, Canadian leaves. There's two solid ones, a large solid one, a small solid one, and the one that they call a skeleton leaf. Now, y'all speak up now if you see any of these that you want me to cut for you, because Janet, I'm already doing you a set of sunflowers. Yes, I love dyes. And my favorite thing to do with my dyes is to share. Okay. My dress form. I really like my dress form. It's that not cool. Really like the dress form, and I can't find another one anywhere. They discontinued it, I suppose. Yeah, die cuts can do two things. Okay. All right. I also have these leaves, and they actually go with another set, but I keep them separate because I use them more often by themselves. I also have the memory decks die cut, the die. It's not in here right now, but I do have it. And I have this birthday thing right here. I really like this one because once you cut it, I don't know if you can see it, but it's a butterfly. And when you close it, the wings come together. And on the inside, it says happy birthday. And it goes inside and you close it up on it. And it closes together. And I really, that's my favorite happy birthday one that I've got. But I have several happy birthdays. And this one here is a poinsettia, and it's a multi-layer poinsettia. Okay. Oh, hey everybody. It's nice to see everybody here. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, and Bessie sent me this one. I need to cut her out some of these. These are the nautical theme. They have the stamps to go with them. Beth Schuler sent me these, and I need to cut her out some of these so that she can play with them in her books and stuff. Because Beth doesn't have a die cut machine, so I need to send her some die cuts. But yes, I love doing die cuts. I love sharing with everybody. And I guess if I had an addiction, this would be my addiction. Right? This one is poinsettias, has the stamp with it. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that or not, but it has the stamps with it and everything. And the die cut, so once you stamp it, you can cut it out. Makes it much easier on the hands. And the red pickup truck, it's the stamp. It's got a set of packages, the Christmas tree, everything together. This one is a 3D Christmas tree. You cut the branches. Check out. You cut the branches out and you stack them. You see anything, y'all? And I have. This is supposed to be a flower, and it's really lovely. But I feel like it looks more like a snowflake when it's cut. But you can cut it out in any color, and it really does look good. And a gazebo. What's a house without a gazebo and its fence to go with it, right? How do I see to punch out the tiny stuff? I just lay it up there and hope it comes out. That's all. Yes, they are layers. They are definitely layers. You don't have to layer them, but yes, there are 3 layers here. There's a larger one. Then you layer it with the next one, and then the very next one. Yes, there are 3 layers to this one. Oh, you need some, Janet? Huh? You want to see what they look like when they're cut? What color? Do you want them like a snowflake? It makes a 3D snowflake or 3D flower, whichever one you like. Then I have the doves. These things, I usually ask for stuff like this for Christmas, birthday, whatever, because this is what I like to do. Okay. And if you're into stamps, like postage stamps, say, I have 4 dies that do different shapes of postage stamps. Sure will, sister. No problem. Tell me what colors you want them, because I've got all kinds of colors. I've got a video where I actually made a video of papers that I have. And that's all that I've got in this book right here. But I do have more. This one holds something like 100 and something dies for me, and that's only one. If it was only one in the set, that would be what it would hold. But I'll set it back down so I can get back over here. So you want some postage stamps? I need to find me a piece of paper and write it down. Okay, here's 2 of my sheets of paper. These are in green, but I have several different colors of this pattern. And this one is green. This is what I was using to die cut the leaves that I showed of the sunflower. This is what I was cutting the leaves with. Blue. You want blue flowers? You want a light blue or dark blue? Or medium blue, or all 3 of them blue? You want a shiny blue? I can do a shiny blue too. I can do a pearl blue. Pearl blue is really pretty. I know, you just any old color, but I tell you, those do make really gorgeous snowflakes. Get that pearl white paper. Let's see if I have it right here. This pearl white right here, and cut that flower or that snowflake out with it. Oh, and it makes the most gorgeous 3D snowflake. Okay. Well, let me give you a free shot. How's that? You want a free shot right quick? Because I have this thing right here. Okay? Right. And let me take this one here. And what I do with them is I just cut them. Give you a free shot of what it works, how it works, okay? Because I want that side up. And we want to go to the back because that's where my postage stamps are. Postage stamps are different ones. Okay? And I may have to change out, I may have to pull up on it because these are kind of thick. So I'm going to have to change my, I always forget to do this, okay? I always forget to go down to this, take these up so that it won't be too thick to do these. Until I don't use these ones very much. And then I have the circle, the rectangle. I have an oval, and I have the square. And since most of our stamps are rectangle, I'm going to show you that one first. Is that okay? Let me move that one. It keeps flopping over for some reason. It's being rude. It don't want you to see, I guess. Okay, so I'm going to put this on. I'm going to bring it through. I'll probably bring it back through because I want to make sure it cuts because I want y'all to see what. Knock it off. There we go. I'm good at knocking things off of my desk because I really don't have much of a space on my desk. Okay, and what they do, well, I should have cut that one twice, but it's coming out little by little. I'll do it again just to make sure because I didn't hold down on the thing very tight and I should have. Let's see if I can get it out this time. There we go. All right, so here's your stamp, okay? Then it comes out, the center actually comes out so that you can actually put this frame around a different stamp. And that's pretty much how they work. You'll get both pieces. I'll make sure you get both pieces. Then I'll make a, say, since I made this in green, I'd probably take a matching green, a solid color, to send with it. So what do you think? No, sweetie, that's not too much to ask. They're different blues. I'm a blues person myself, but I like color of any kind. So you want postage stamps? Are y'all into postage stamps? So anyway, these are the larger. These are the thicker ones, and they're um, Pyrocraft. And I got them somewhere. I just cannot tell you where because I've had them a long time. And I just never really messed with them very much. So I'm going to leave these laying on my desk so I can come back and cut them. Anything else you want to see cut? get better at this streaming thing, I'll have more things ready to show y'all. But right now, I'm learning how to do the streaming thing. And move this stuff back out of the way so it quit flopping over. And I have, see, this is a green. And I have, this is a blue that I have. It's got the hearts. Of course, you won't be able to tell all that. It'll be mostly the blue showing whenever I cut it with that because of the little flower edge. But that's just, and this is another one of the blues. Like I said, I have blues. I have greens. I have pinks. And this is just, part of it that I have in my room right here, right now. No, I have a camera now. Is there something wrong? Oh, wine time. That sounds good. Who's going to be whining? Okay, so this right here, I'm going to take this one because I like the color. I like the colors in it. I'm going to fold it over a little bit. That's what I'm doing now. I'm on the other side, folding a little bit. And then I'm going to cut it. Okay. And to be honest with you, I'd rather use cardstock because they all seem to cut so much better with cardstock. So what I will do to make it a little thicker, I'll cut some pieces and stack them all together so to cut more at once. So y'all want to see how that flower cuts and what it looks like. It's got a lot of tiny holes in it. So let me find the tiny flower. Oh my. Don't like that sound. Okay, let's pull this out. Okay, so here's what I'm cutting. I'm going to cut the big one. I've got it on a piece of magnet so it holds them in place. By the way, if you have dies, you can pick up those magnetic sheets to go over your registers in your house, your vents. So, and just out of habit, I do this a couple of times because my mats are getting old and I use them quite often. So I go through back and forth a couple of times because I don't like having to cut and cut and cut. Okay. Can you see? Let me see if I can get it to. There we go. Can you see that? All right. Then as you go through, I have a doll needle. And I just go through and I poke each hole. So hopefully this will not take me 25 minutes, okay? But I go through and I poke them out. Doll needles are not really sharp, so they have a point, but not a needle point. And sometimes I can just take them and thump them. So I try to go through and if I send y'all anything, I'll try to go through and I'll poke all the holes out and stuff. But if I miss it, I'm sorry. So I'm just showing you how you can do it yourself. I try not to leave any of these little pieces in because they're irritating to try to get them out. But I don't really mind it. And ta-da! There's the larger one. How's that? So when I cut the smaller ones, they are much like this, only in a smaller size. Okay, but this is actually three, where I cut three pieces out. See, stacked three pieces together. So this one is three. Don't know if I'll be able to get them all apart or not, but it's a learning curve, okay? But it cuts so well. I have some really, really pretty cardstock. And I'm going to cut them in cardstock. I'm not going to do them in paper because paper is really hard for a die to cut through. It doesn't want to do it for some reason. Even though it's a thinner project, I guess it's because it doesn't pop up into the die very well. So, but just trying to get them apart, making them three again, it's a difficult thing. It's like they glued themselves together. But as you can see, they're white on the back, so if you wanted to flip them over and use them as white, or like I said, you can't really tell that there's a pattern to that other than it is blue and white. So, but then this is more of a cardstock. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you something else that I like to do. I'm going to put that down. Put that down. Put my doll noodle over here in the thing that I got. I'm going to put this down. And like I said, my plates are wearing out, so I usually run them through a couple of times. But this right here, and if you want it, this is only one piece. And you see how that all just kind of pops out? You can see it popping out when I thump it. It does that with cardstock, where I have to poke most of the holes out with a needle or something. Right? My fingernails. Grab the right thing now. Okay. There's green. Not a bad looking color in that, is it? Okay. So what I like, I got the blue and the green here. Okay. You layer it up and make one of them stand. And voila. Yes, it would. Look at that. Would that not make a great stencil? It would. So now we have those. And I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go ahead and make one in green. Somebody may want one in green. I never know. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put this one and this one down. Okay. I use a lot of my cardstock by putting them close together when I cut. This green is kind of it's not a mint green. It doesn't show true to color. It's more of a creamy green sage. A creamy sage is what I call this green. It's not dark. It's not light. It's just okay. Voila. What do you think? It's better with these, like I said, to have three different colors. But there are your three different sizes of this one thing. It is cool, isn't it, Janet? It is. I think they call this a skeleton flower because got so much negative space versus uh, regular space, but it's like just having the skeleton of the flower. But I really think it looks more like a snowflake. Okay, Cheryl, take your time, sweetie. So, anybody for green? You want the green? I have many colors of cardstock, by the way. I mean, I'm not telling you no stories about what I've got. That pearl, let me take my pearl right here. I want to show you what it looks like in a pearl. How's that? You want to see that? The same thing. Now, see those larger dies, like the stamps, the thicker dies? I like to use those too, but I really prefer regular dies. The thinlets. These are actually thinlets, and they do cut better. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna take this pearl paper. I don't know if you can see the pearl shine to it or not. Can you? Anyway, probably not, but I can, and believe me, you will too. I take these and lay them out. Flip it over. This one is a double sided, so it doesn't matter which one I lay it on. I try to go towards the middle of my cutting board to cut, because if I don't, some reason it doesn't cut as well. I guess the pressure on the center of it's better. And I try to hold down with my hand on it. Pull. Anybody for a pearl colored one? This is almost a champagne pearl. I don't know if you can see that, but it is pearl. It is pearlized. And I'll be honest with you. A lot of times when I use um, this kind of dye, and I use the pearlized paper, like I did with this, or the pearlized cardstock, or the glitter cardstock. They make really great shaker cards. They're pretty different shapes, because like this one right here is like a teardrop, and this one is like a little heart. I don't know if you can see those. They're tiny little hearts, and this is what you're getting from this particular die, is these shapes, you know, from it. And you put them into a shaker card, or something such as that, like that little heart right there. They are really cute. And since it is double sided, no matter which way it flips right. And anybody for the pearl one? Anybody want a pearl one? Make it look like a snowflake, maybe? Maybe you want one of each, or two of each, or three of each, you know. I'm not picky. How about y'all? I just love these flowers here. I do too. I really do love them. And like I said, this one's wanting to be stubborn. It's not wanting to come out when I thump it. So I'll take my little pokey needle, my little doll needle. No need to buy a special pokey tool if you have a doll needle, or a darning needle. A darning needle would be great too. Because, you know, if you use a regular needle and it goes through and you poke your finger, yes, very delicate. When I saw these dies, and I can tell you, I did not pay very much for them, because it's been years ago. This is part of the very first dies that I bought, and they came with my cuddle bug, and I don't have the cuddle bug anymore. I gave it to my daughter. Um, so I've got the big kick now, big shot now. I love these dyes the first time I saw them. That'd be fun. What if I send you both a little of each? Green, blue, pearl, pink. The pink ones are really pretty, believe it or not. You may not like pink, but the pink ones are really pretty. And you mix and match them because um, to me, and it may not be as evident to you, but because of my eyesight, uh, whenever I put them together, the distinguish the distinguishing from one from the other, they just kind of run together. So if I send you say 3 or 4 different colors of them, you can mix them and match them the way you want them. I thought since the sunflowers come in yellow, kind of a burnt orange, and some of them, even the Mexican sunflowers, come in red, and the teddy bear sunflowers come in orange and red and different colors. I thought different colors on the sunflowers also, if that's okay with you, Janet. Or do you want them all in just one color, yellow and green? Is that what you want? Well, honey, look out. Whatever I can get into an envelope will be headed your way soon. So you may get purple, pink, yellow, green, blue, and orange of everything. So it depends on what I can get in that envelope. How's that? If I can get it into the envelope, you'll get it. How's that? Just yellow for you, Janet. Got it. I can do whatever I got. That's all it is. I can do whatever I got. Anyway, this is what y'all getting to see, and I know you're probably tired of watching me do this right here. So, you know, I will continue on and I will end this stream because I have enjoyed talking to y'all. Um, I know there was been more than just two of y'all in the room, and I wish y'all would at least just say hi. I would appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here, ladies. And I'm going to go. Bye.